Hello Guardians, it is Ebontis back here for the final solo Nightfall of the week, this time with the Titan. We are doing the Abomination Heist for the third time. You guys know arc burn, 2 times damage from you, but also from enemies, so be careful. Specialist, 2 times special damage, but your heavy and primary are about 3/4. Juggler, of course, mixing up those ammo usage to get those ammo drops, and then exposure, the big pain in the butt. You get about 10x shields, but when they're gone, they're kind of gone. Now with Arcburn, I'm going to go run with Zalo Supercell. It's the primary of choice for Arcburn. It's pretty much, if you don't have it, I do apologize. But if you do have it, there's no reason not to use it. It's the only Arcburn primary, it's the only burn primary, and it's Arc, so may as well. Still again, my Arc Sniper that I'm using, pretty much any Arc Sniper, you've got some distance to cover. In a Specialist, you're going to get some really good shots with this one. So I would suggest this one for damage on the boss, knocking out those servitors. There's just a few guys you need that big, huge damage. Sniper and Arc style is going to be the way to go. Finally, of course, if you got a good machine gun, you could of course always mix it up with that. My machine guns at this point, mostly Thunderlord would be a good choice, but I'm going to stick with my Arc Rocket Launcher just because I have 3 in the tube so I can do some damage with it. For my build on my Titan, I'm going to run with Lightning Grenade. Should be able to keep the wave area down and just be able to do a decent amount of damage to quite a few enemies. Pretty standard. I'm going to run Aftermath just for that wake, so if I do use it on the wave section when the ghost is working on the door, I can at least keep that area in check and then retreat while that Aftermath still keeps damaging the enemies. Also because, I'm running Helm of Inmost Light, so I've already got Death from Above and Headstrong anyway, so I'm not too worried about either of those. Shockwave would be another one if you know you got some guys forward, but Aftermath will at least keep an area pinned down for a little while, so not too shabby. Overload on Stormfist, you have a chance to get it back quickly, so if you do have to punch, you might get a chance to do it again. Of course, your other options are Area of Effect and just reducing Fist of Havoc. I don't plan on punching a lot of people, so it's really up to you guys on this one. Full battle recovery and toughness on this one where possible. If you run Unstoppable, you're harder to kill, and you also boost your armor as well. And of course, Aftershock, just let those grenades and Aftermath just last a little bit longer. As I said, I am using Helm of Inmost Light. Anything you got with sniper rifle ammo and rocket ammo, thanks to Juggler, you will try and get as much as you can out of those, so those help out. Vanguard boost, of course, if you're going to be running any mark here, just make sure you get that boost to Vanguard. Got anything for sniper reload speed? But yeah, pretty straightforward run, so let's jump right in. I'll see you guys on the other side. Alright Guardians, as soon as you jump in, get on your Sparrow. If you see the enemy spawning in ahead of you, you could stop for a second to shoot those, but if somebody's already come through here and killed them all, then you can make life a little quicker just by skipping these guys. Now if the Knights are here down below, they are arc, but they're not that bad. Just get to this wall, just kind of boost over. If you take a few shots like that. One thing I would advise, just when you're still out of the respawn zone, make sure you get full health, because once you get in the respawn zone, that shield won't come back. So if you do take any damage there, just make sure before your respawn zone goes into effect that you're back at full health. You come out here, you can throw a grenade. Nice place to throw a grenade here. If you can get it behind that rock, should be able to pin a lot of those guys down.
The Hive are just victims of the Splicer's willingness to push their curiosity.
And just keep tagging these guys from this doorway. Now again, you can do a lot of damage. You're going to have one captain in here if you can get a shot on him at least. Captains we know, big weenies, don't worry about them. Watch those grenades if you can, of course. These guys in the back are a bit annoying. Really, guys? Headshots will go straight through their shields as well, so keep that in mind. I've got some ammo in front of me, so I'm just going to go ahead and pop that guy. Make sure and take out the minigun. Looks like I've got a decent amount of special ammo here waiting for me, so I can go ahead and load up on that. Got a few rockets, so hopefully that's not too bad. I got 3, so I don't want to totally waste a synth either, so just trying to be efficient where possible. Take out that minigun before you get too close. Those things do start to hurt, and you want to keep all the health that you can, of course. And as we come up here, we'll go ahead and kick off the activation of the ghost on the doorway and pull the waves. Now from here, your safest place is going to be just to pull back here. Don't go too far back because that minigun does activate, so if you go manage that doorway, it's more of a pain in the butt. You can take care of most of it from here, and these guys shouldn't be too bad. Now this wall over here is going to be a good one when some of the big, heavier guys come up, just to keep those guys at bay. But right now, just use what you can. The servitors, really good thing to use a sniper rifle on. They go down quickly that way. And just watch those grenades as the dregs toss them. They do toss them quite frequently and with pretty good accuracy as well. And just keep picking these guys off as the servitors come floating down. Look for them where possible. Servitors being probably the most annoying part of this section, just because they have a fair amount of health. So if you can take them out pretty quick, it helps. If you want to throw a grenade like back here on that wall, that actually can be a good place. Go through here, see how many of these guys we can take out. Again, that grenade doing some work. Got a servitor over here. Nope, let's switch it over. See if that servitor pops out. Right here. Oh, nope. I was almost dead. Save my sniper ammo where I can use it. About halfway up on my grenade as well. But when you hear that audio cue, that's basically your point where if you want to run and grab ammo, now is your time to do it. And they're going to be sending the heavier guys. So you're going to have some stealth vandals, so be careful about those. A grenade right here is going to be a nice thing if you've got it. And again, just try and keep that stuff at bay. And again, that grenade doing all of its work very nicely. As these enemies keep coming to you, keep your super in mind. You do have it, so when you get a good chunk of them up here, watch those exploder shanks. You're going to have a lot of repeater shanks. Those are going to be art. Those are going to be your tough ones to get. Now keep in mind, this dude's going to try and charge you. Be careful. Once you get these guys coming in, though, just be careful because some of those Reaver Shanks are going to be majors. So here's the point where if you can go with that super, have that area pretty much locked down with Aftermath, and you push up and then start working these guys down. One other way to take care of them, of course, Sniper is pretty effective at doing it. And we're just about done. Looks like I've probably got... That's pretty much it.
Clear. We're through.
So grab all your ammo that you're going to grab, and we'll keep running. Alright, well, for the sake of letting Duck Duck Deuce come along, it's not a big deal if he does. You guys have seen it twice. Yep, I know. Forgot to turn off invite only, so not my choice to have the company in here, but in the grand scheme... I know you're waving. I kind of get tired that you just invite yourself, though. It's not how that works. If you're watching, that's fine. Yeah, if you want to do a run after that, that's cool. If I'm recording a video, I do appreciate just the time to do the solo so I can post the video up. And also just watch that those guys will be quick that way. So, looks like we got some heavy ammo I can use. Watch the splicer shanks. They do hurt a little bit. As I have some heavy ammo in the middle, I can have a little fun here. Take those guys out quickly, grab the heavy ammo, and run on down. Now I'm fairly low on health at this point as well, so keep that in mind if you are just running through. I'm low on health, so if you do get to a point at a checkpoint, make sure you don't die early and like jump off here. You might have to redo that section behind me, which you don't want to do. But if you get to a certain point, you get far enough and you do want to die, it's probably not that big of a deal. You should get a decent time bonus. So now if you can get a decent grenade, maybe on that wall, try and push some of those guys back. And again, just keep watching these guys. I'm a bit rough when it comes to a couple things here. But you're going to have some servitors in the back. You're also going to have some snipers in the back. So you want to watch those, but there's usually a captain down below first. Oh, those servitors are just brutal. And that thing behind me does not help either. There's a few shanks down. Try and find those stupid servitors. There's one. There's a sniper. Oh, nope. Really? There's a sniper. Come back, servitor. I don't even know what's tagging me. I think it's a captain down below. Where's he at? There. Hi. Rockets work pretty well on those, as you can tell. Sniper shot. You're going to have a few enemies over here. Now, these are all going to be mostly shanks. So if you can try and get a grenade back there, you're going to have quite a few enemies up on this upper deck up here. So whatever's up here, just try and tag it quick. And then once you open this, anything else that's extra out there, exploder shanks and things could come up your way, so just be careful. Watch the minigun, and then you come down here, and we can start picking some stuff up. Ammo and things like that. Just make sure you pass by where that minigun is at, so you don't sit there too long. You're gonna have one enemy over here on the right. Tag him quick. And come up here. You're gonna have probably one or two more drags left, nothing major. And then once you're up here, check what's above. You're gonna have a ship flying in, so try and stay behind this wall. You're also gonna have 3 stealth guys here, so just get ready to take those guys out. And just watch that ship. This guy should be mostly dead. There we go. Grab any ammo you want, and just wait for that ship to drop off the enemies. Looks like I've got a random drag down here. Now, I would try and actually take out the knights first, even though those knights are what's going to kind of level the playing field for you. So what you can do is just let them duke it out, look for the knights, try and pop their heads off because they're going to be the ones that hurt you the most. Trying to find those snipers, and then the boomer knights. The boomers are arc and they hurt like crazy, so if you can avoid taking any hits from them, you're going to be in better shape. Hey, if they don't know they're there, what are they going to do? Where'd he go? I want to punch this guy. Just for the sake of entertainment value, find your boomer knight, try and tag him. Oof, that hurts. So when I get to the boss room, I'm going to be hurting a little bit, so I got to be careful. Looks like I got one more dude over here, and that's pretty much going to be a wrap. So at this section, honestly, you got to be careful with your health. I can't take too many shots at this point, so we're going to see how this goes. When you land, one thing you could do is potentially just put like a grenade on one side, right there on the front. Try and keep some of these guys at bay. They're going to come off the ship, and you can try and back off a little bit. Keep killing them though with Zeho, you'll get that ammo back quickly. Whew, always every time just skirting it pretty close. Yeah, and if you do jump down below, that works. You could have a little more cover to work on the ads from down below, but if you can manage it from above, just kind of up to you. But if you work them from below, you might actually have that ship to work with, so keep that in mind as well. You don't actually have to kill this thing. Once you get in the boss room, if you just want to go run in and die, you can. Get some full health back, but at this point I'm just going to give it a go, just to see if I can manage it without. So once you're in here, you got Scorch Captains, a whole bunch of stuff is working on that boss. So come up here, spend your second, shoot down the couple of knights there that above. The big ogre is pissed off with the world of the Siva. I'm trying to pick off this dude. Looks like I do actually have some special ammo. I'm going to throw a grenade just at his feet to piss him off for a little while. Now, the fact that I did that could initiate some damage on him, so this knight is going to jump from above. You want to be ready as soon as you start doing damage to the boss to be ready to take care of that knight. So first he's going to jump from above. Then the next thing you're going to have is waves of enemies coming in that are going to be Thrall. So as the damage keeps coming, depending on who remains and who's alive, looks like I've got one more Vandal over here. Grab some ammo real fast. Looks like a Scorch Captain died somewhere. That dude's trying to take me out too. Where did that dude jump to? Is he on the upper deck? Yep, he sure is. That Scorch Captain is still going to town. So I got a grenade out there. I'm probably going to spawn the Thrall coming in. That Scorch Captain, oh, he's in trouble. So as the Thrall come in, again, you're going to have a little bit of both coming your way. Thrall are coming in, Scorch Captain's pretty pissed. Just for the sake of entertainment value, we're going to go ahead and pick up the Scorch Captain, or Cannon, I should say. I'm going to drop it here real quick just so I can shoot this guy. And then pick this one back up. Nice thing about the Scorch Cannon, when you get that damage on the boss, hold that thing. 67,000, always a fun one. Those big boosts are probably going to pull some knights. Now look up above and you'll see them. So if he's on one side, just switch over to the other and look for those knights that are going to be above. You want to take those knights out, like this one here. He's going to be an arc shooter. So once you got the knights down, just move back and forth. Again, your grenades are going to be a nice effective way to get some damage on the boss. But if you want to control it, you can just do one shot at the time. If you can stun him, that middle section is where you're going to get a ton of damage. Now I did 65 with one shot. So here you can see the knight is coming out. Just check your radar. Look for him to land and pop his head off. But you're going to have about 4 others. This one in the back, this one over here, and then one more across the middle way right there. So pretty decent at this point. Now, the next thing that comes in is going to be the Arc Siva guys. So when that happens, you want to duck down, pretty much stay out of the way until it gets to the point to do damage to the boss. So I backed him off a little bit. Listen for the pop of the ship coming in. That's going to be your cue. Now that's the ship coming in. You do want to try and get behind a rock that's going to be to block you from the shots coming in. But also, you want the damage. Oh, really? Still got time. We're going to go for it again. And just to show you guys you can do it and die. So again, let the guys work it from here. If you want to throw a grenade down, you can. But you want to take out the knights first. I'll leave the death in there just so you guys can see it. Don't make it every time. But again, work this from the back. Watch where the knight's at. Pop him down, and again, throw the grenade down under his feet. It's going to be a nice place to work some health onto him. Now, once you do enough damage, I'm going to pull that knight, so that knight's going to jump over. It's just one knight right now. Pop him off, and you're still going to have the enemies going to town on him. So here, you're going to have plenty of guys going to work on you. Take out the Siva that are around. You really don't want to mess with them. They're not worth your time. This dude up here, I don't even know where he went. Oh, sports captain. That dude is jumping around like crazy. Alright, so now kind of your decent shot to go for a shot on him. So just to save ammo, and as I did actually get him killed, I'm going to grab the Scorch Captain cannon, try and get one right on this dude's head, and fall down while I do so, and then use this time to basically shoot the other knights that are coming out. Now, the Thrall are going to be coming out, so get ready for those. As you do enough damage, you'll pull out the Thrall. Then you just want to look for the rest of the knights that are out there. If the boss is on one side, switch over to the other. Make sure you got the knights down, you should be okay. Chunk one grenade, get a little bit more damage coming, and then check your radar. Keep waiting for that. So if the grenade pushes him back a little bit, just keep tagging him. Any solid sniper shot's going to piss him off enough to push him off you. But that crit spot right there is definitely a good way to get some damage. When you get a couple shots in there, again, wait a second, hang behind this rock. You can see the knight that came out, he was a little delayed. Get ready for him to land, and then you'll have the guys over here as well. Tag him in the air, and him, and there should be one more. You can't see him from that side, he's likely to be hiding on the other, and finish him off. Nice thing about having a special ammo crate, now I should have got my 2 other shots in before I used that. Try and throw this one at his feet so he can walk into it. Hopefully pull him to you. Now, the next thing you're going to be looking for, as I said, is the ship coming in. When the ship comes in, you kind of want to start running, because you want the focus to not be on you. You also want him towards the front. So try and pull him towards the front if you can. So if you move up here a little bit, maybe you'll do a little shot in the leg, something like that just to wound him, but kind of keep his focus coming. Now the ship is coming in. So now I want to try and stay out of the focus and the limelight, and let the Siva fight him. So watch around the back, let the focus get on the Siva, and those are going to be Arc Scorch Captains. They're going to mess that boss up like crazy. So come up here, get a quick landing, pull out your Zalos. You got a pretty clean run through. And what you want to do is really just get around this corner. Now from here, you're going to have a few enemies that spawn, so be careful when it gets to a certain health point. Excuse me. Stand still, dude. And you really just try and do all the damage you can right now, because he's just sitting there in the open, pretty exposed. And those Scorch Cannons are going to start to do a lot of damage too, but you're going to have some Knights that come out, so just get ready. When those Knights do come out, watch those shots, pick them off, use that grenade to keep them at bay, and tag him from here, even, and just keep working him down. Now, if the Scorch Captains are dead, and finish him off. Scorch Captain guys should still be working him down. Pop that 3 of coins if you haven't yet. I might not even do it fast enough. So now I should be able to pretty much just finish him off. And there it is. So it's really not too bad. Just make sure none of the guys that are up kill you. So just stay moving for a minute till they actually despawn. And there you go.
There's a whole new bag of tricks.
Sounds like a nightmare.
Yes, it does. Good thing you put a stop to it.
That's pretty much it. This one actually isn't so bad with that burn. Those Scorch Cannon guys are really going to do a lot of the work for you, so just try and survive through that section and you should be alright. 59,000 should have been a gold there as well. Usually I don't need more than 60. And that is the Titan. So if you guys did enjoy that video, drop a like down below. Check out my main channel page, subscribe, and I will keep this stuff coming your way. But that should be all 3 Nightfall solos for the week. They're actually pretty painless. Even with dying, I still managed to get 60,000 points. So it just goes pretty quick once you get to the boss room. So just don't spend too much time. Get there. Get to that arc section with the Siva guys, and they will do the work for you. So if you can get up and out of that corner, to that corner, kind of out of the way, and do your damage from a distance, you and the Siva working together, the Ogre goes down pretty quick. Thank you guys for tuning in. Have a great one. I will talk to you soon.